Good evening. Now we will see about introduction to basic RDBMS concepts. Relational database management system is a type of database management system that stores data in the form of tables made up of rows and columns. Each table represents an entity and each row represents a record. What are the key characteristics? Data is stored in tables, also called as a relations. Tables are linked using keys, primary key, foreign key. Supports structured query language for querying and managing data. Maintains data integrity, consistency, and security, and allow multiple users access and data concurrency. So what are the terms used in RDBMS? Table, tuple, attribute, primary key, foreign key, relation, schema, entity, normalization, code. So these terms we can use we are using in RDBMS. In traditional file system, the way of storing and organizing and managing data using files and folders on a computer, it was the primary method used for the data management before the developing of the modern database system. What are the key characteristics used in traditional file system? Data is organized manually into files and subfolders. Each file is handled separately, making data sharing and integration difficult. There is no standardized way to link related data across files. Data access is typically done using programming languages, C, C++, rather than the coding languages like SQL. So what are the disadvantages of traditional file system? Data redundancy, data inconsistency, lack of security, no concurrent access support, difficult data retrieval, no data integrity or constraints. What are the difference between traditional file system and RDBMS? In traditional file system, a file system manages and organizes files on the storage device. In RDBMS, software system used to manage structured data in the form of tables. Here, data is stored in separate files and folders, often in hierarchical manner. In RDBMS, data is stored in related tables with rows and columns. In traditional file system, high redundancy, same data may be stored in the multiple files. In RDBMS, minimize the redundancy through normalization and relational constraints. Traditional file system has a low inconsistency may occur due to the duplication and the manual updates. In RDBMS, high ensures consistency through constraints like primary keys and foreign keys. In traditional file system, basic file permissions, low-level security. In RDBMS, advanced security, user roles, permissions, and access control, and many are there. So these are some differences between traditional file system and RDBMS. And what are the characteristics of the data approach? Self-describing nature, data abstraction, data independence, supports multiple users, data sharing. And what are the advantages of using RDBMS? Structured data storage, data integrity, data relationship, powerful querying, data security, asset transaction, backup and recovery. So these are the advantages of RDBMS. And what are the database architecture? Usually we are having the three different architectures: single tier, two tier, and three tier. Single tier is nothing but the database application and the user interface all together in the same system. For example, Microsoft Excel. Two-tier architecture is a client communicates directly with the database user or server. Example, database application sending SQL queries directly to the MySQL queries. Then three-tier RDBMS, it is having the three different layers. That is the presentation tier, application tier, and data tier. Presentation tier is nothing but a client. It uses the user interface, for example, web browser or app applications. Application tier is nothing but it acts as a middle layer, process logic, handles business needs, validates input or output. Data tier is a database layer. It stores, retrieves, and manages data in RDBMS. So these are the basic concepts in RDBMS and the difference between the traditional file system and RDBMS, the advantages and the architecture. Next class we will see that another topic. Thank you.